Are we recording? Hello, Patreon.
We are recording.
Patreon supporters. Where would I be without you? Actually, I would not be where I'm at. So thank you very much. There's a dent in the table.
Yeah, it's from a microphone.
Dang, man.
Microphone fell and hit it.
They don't make IKEA furniture like they used to, I guess. Swedish furniture.
I have the same.
Swedish furniture.
I have the same table at my house, and it
Also is dented.
has a hole in it from a microphone. So
Nice. All right, guys. Wow. Let me catch you up. I have been in the last 5 weeks in Las Vegas with Humanizing the Badge for Project Human and Call for Backup campaign. If you're not familiar with that, Humanizing the Badge Project Human is partnering together with community police work with nonprofits there. We went to a juvenile detention center, and so that was 2 days. They went to an after-school program that they had one day and talked with the kids. We have an officer on our team that came from inner city Columbus, and he's really good at talking with the kids that are struggling, trying to come sort of like through that environment. So that happened, and then a call for backup training happened. It's a suicide prevention, stress awareness, and dealing with stress on the job. We did that training. We offered it all for free. Humanizing the Badge is a nonprofit, so we try to do what we can to give back to the law enforcement community. So I went to Vegas. Then I was in New Mexico, spoke at a Law Enforcement Appreciation Day there. Came back, was back in town for a few days, and then went to Washington, D.C. for Police Week. Went to a cops banquet representing Humanizing the Badge there. Was at Tent City. I kissed a fish in the basement of a Chinese restaurant. There's a lot going on Police Week. And then I came back from that, been home for a couple days, and I leave again tomorrow, going to Minneapolis to speak at the Blue Line Ball. So, man, I've just been crazy busy. So content has been hard to make because I haven't been around to make it. And even if I took a camera, it would have been hard to vlog stuff on these trips. So, yikes. Here we are. So I'm a little bit behind because I asked this in April for a Patreon-only topic video. So, I was getting a text from my car dealership. I just turned in a lease on a truck, and I forgot a couple of challenge coins in the car. Whoops. So I got to go back and get those. Now you guys know. We don't edit these videos. Okay, so I want to roll through some of the Patreon questions, and then I'm going to upload all these in private video for Patreon. Try to do that monthly. I don't know if I'm always very good at it. All right. Ediberto asks, a day in the life of retired LEOs. What do LEOs typically become involved in once they have hung up their gun or shield? Well, I don't know because I'm not a retired LEO. I do know some. A lot of them actually go right back to work in another department. A lot of places used to have 20 years and out. So they started when they were 18 or 21 and they worked 20 years. So they're only late 30s or early 40s. So they just go to another department. So and their pension might not be able to be collected till they're 55 or something like that. So there's different rules. Different departments have it different ways, but they'll go back to work. Sometimes they go to be a court officer, so it's a little bit more laid back and less strenuous. Some of them start their own businesses, private investigations, security, consulting, all kinds of different things. Or some of them just mow the lawn and enjoy their retirement and go to the movies. I don't know. But yeah, I think once you've been a cop for a while, it stays in you, so you always want to do something in and around the law enforcement community. That's some of them I've seen gone on to other careers completely unrelated to law enforcement and enjoy it. So I think it probably wildly varies. You got any funny, scary, odd stories involving animals? How often do you get calls to address complaints regarding animals? All the time, get animal complaints. That's Daniel Garrison. The funny story was that a deer had just been hit on the road. This was not me. I was not there. One of my partners, I was off that night. He pulled up, had to shoot the deer, dispatch the deer, and his brother would want to process it. So he called his brother, came down and processed it. So they had like blood from head to toe, and they walk into a 7-Eleven, and then we ended up playing a prank on 7-Eleven, and I called as somebody else from a different police department, like federally, about looking for a murderer. Did anybody come in that looked odd? And we had set the joke up. They had told him, don't say anything to anybody. Don't say that this guy walked in. Are we good? And the 7-Eleven worker was like, yeah, okay, I won't say anything. So I called and tried to get him to crack. And when we had somebody else call, like as a follow-up, and we were playing this prank, like that guy that walked in with all the deer blood on his outfit had killed some people. So that was a funny prank involving an animal. Always got to have fun at work. Colin, shit prisoners say in holding. Eric McNeil follows up, especially drunk high sovereign citizens. Yeah, I had a sovereign citizen that would only answer to the name Ade. I don't know what his deal was. That wasn't his name. And so we constantly called him his real name, and he hated it and banged on the glass. And yeah, they're terrible. They say all kinds of things, some intelligible, some not. Jeremy wants to know, see an instructional video on how to perform a felony traffic stop. I want Jerry Seinfeld doing the felony traffic stop. Throw the keys out of the car. Man, my voice is sore.
How can a voice be sore?
My voice is sore. Like I don't know what it is. We walked into the studio. I immediately started sneezing. I'm allergic to something in this room, and it's killing me. And my throat is like scratchy.
Okay, so it's never happened before while we were in the studio.
Uh-huh.
So it's not something in the studio.
It is.
No,
It's something out here. Anyway, I will tell you that felony traffic stops do not go like they are in the movies. It's too dynamic for that. How being a cop changed me. Making time for God in a busy life. Realistic prepping. Oh, man, that's a lot, Jerome. I'm going to have to pass on that one. Retired LEO's perspective on modern policing. I'm not retired, so I can't really give a great perspective. I've seen a lot of changes in my career. New people coming in just are not as much life experience as you would expect, because parents don't make parents don't make their kids
up to
work.
Scruff. Is that what that saying is?
Up to snuff?
Yeah, that's what it is.
They're not up to snuff. No, they just lack life experience. It's not that they're bad people. It's not that they're dumb per se. It's just, I've had a job since I was 12. Literally, I have worked since I was 12 years old. I'm 42.
I've worked since I was 15.
So
That's not that bad.
And I would get rookies that I would train, and they hadn't had a job ever. Like, they just never worked. Mom and dad provided everything. And they went to college, went to the police academy, and then they graduate, and they have no life experience. And it makes it very difficult if you haven't dealt with people very much to be a cop. How do we... Sean Furnace says, how would we feel about someone like Batman or the Flash, who's actually part of the police department but still fights crime in his off hours? Vigilante justice. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot in me that would love vigilante justice. So I don't know how I'd feel about that. They're cool in the movies, but it's I could see that it could be problematic in real life. Rookie hazing gone wrong. I haven't seen crazy hazing. You move stuff in lockers, you glue lockers shut, you glue locks to the lockers shut. Mannequin heads or masks inside lockers. Maybe pieces of some fish from lunch left under patrol seats for the midnight guy that's coming in. Powder in the vents, baby powder, that kind of stuff. But nothing overly crazy. I have moved vehicles from rookies that leave their car unlocked. Like, literally move the vehicle somewhere else so they think their car's stolen. That's funny. That's a good lesson for rookies. There, Laura Chapman, funny rookie mistakes. There you go, leaving your car unlocked and unattended. So how long have we been going?
9 minutes.
9 minutes. All right. There's more. Somebody says speak with Scotch test dummies. Do an escape room. Well, that's a good video to maybe try to do, is do an escape room. But it's not a topic for this. Anything humanly possible. Okay, good. Wait, time for some other page. Okay. Oh, David, yeah, he had all the questions last time. Review the chaplain and his family arrest more in depth. Arctic Dog, I'm not super familiar with that, other than that there was a kid at the place that had run away from home, and the church was like protecting the kid and causing a problem. So the video starts after the call started, so it's kind of hard to go into too much more depth without me knowing a lot. I know that they were too patient. Those people should have been smoked for pushing that officer. Funniest or BS calls. I kind of told you some funny stuff. There's all kinds of BS calls, like whatever, funny rookie mistakes. Yeah, that about covers the basics of these questions, and gives you around 10 minutes of engagement there. So thank you guys again so much for how you support the work that I'm doing. I want to do more with Patreon. I'm making some changes in my business life. It will free up a little bit more time. I'm really wanting to focus on a steady flow of content, and I'm not sure exactly what that's going to look like yet, and I'm working on it, though. So still 4 years into the social media game, and I'm still figuring it out, but I'm going to plow forward, but it's only because you guys help support me that I can do that, and it's really making a difference in the lives of cops. I know that a lot of you guys might not see that. You get some entertainment and information, but I shook so many hands of cops this last week at Police Week who are saying what you guys are doing, and not just me, but people in this world of social media and cops are helping us get through tough shifts, keeping our morale up, saying what we wish we could say but can't get away with. So thank you. So that's not just me, that's you guys. You guys are helping to make that a reality. And so give yourselves a round of applause, I guess, and go out in public and do it. And say thank you to yourself so that your neighbors think you're weird. All right, guys. Peace.